Welcome, it's Emmy, the Frugal Money Saver. How is everyone? I hope you are all doing super well. I really do. You're all in our hearts and prayers. And today, Paul and I just thought we'd bring you a light-hearted, fun video. We are going to recreate one of our favorite takeout meals here at home. Make it super easy for you to follow along and to recreate as well. We're going to be making a buffalo blue cheese chicken pizza and a garlic Parmesan ranch pizza with olives. And then for dessert, we're going to make some homemade cinnamon sticks that you dip in that special white icing. I can't tell you the name of the restaurant, but I think you guys will figure it out when you see it. So stick around. We'd love to have you join us. If you are new here, we are an early retirement couple living a frugal-minded lifestyle. We intentionally live and try to be accountable of where our money is going. So if this sounds interesting to you, click that subscribe button. And if you are returning, you know we love you. Thank you. So let's get to work. Welcome to our kitchen. The first thing we started with is some cut up chicken breast. And all I'm going to do with that is I am going to air fry it. So I'm going to dip it in egg and I'm going to dip it in breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to fry it in the air fryer. Now I notice when I don't use spray in my air fryer, so what I do is add a little oil to the breadcrumbs and that keeps them crisp and they come out so good. So all our little pieces of chicken have been dipped in egg, breadcrumb mixed with a little oil. I did not season the breadcrumbs because I wanted to take on the taste of the buffalo chicken. So we're going to season it afterwards. So this looks delicious. I'm going to pop them in now and then we'll take it from there. Can I just tell you how much I love my air fryer? Here we go. Look at these delectable little nuggets of chicken, and all I did, put the air fryer on for 400, cooked them for 5 minutes, took it out, gave it a good shake, put them back in for another 2 minutes, and they are done. That would have been the time it would have taken me to preheat my oven. And they are crispy, they look delicious, and this is going to be the best buffalo blue cheese chicken pizza ever. I put about a tablespoon of butter in a pot, and now we're using Sweet Baby Ray's hot sauce. We usually are pretty brand loyal to Frank's, but I had a coupon for this, and I have to tell you, man, it is good. Do you agree, Paul?
Yes, it's very tasty.
It is
very
delicious.
Good.
Now, I am going to eyeball this and say, we don't have a lot of chicken, so I'm going to say that's good. That's probably about a 1/4 cup, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think that's more than enough.
So we're going to let that...
count those pieces.
Exactly. So let's just let that melt now and cook down. Now my husband is originally from Buffalo, New York. So this is an added tip because he is one of the original Buffaloers. So I put in... Buffalonian, yeah. I'm going to put in about a 1/2 tablespoon, Paul?
Yeah, that's good.
Of white vinegar. And he says that just gives it that really...
a little edge. The Anchor Bar in Buffalo that invented the chicken wing added a little white vinegar to it. Gives it a little nice taste.
Beautiful. Now what we have in here is about a 1/4 cup of hot sauce, about 1/2 tablespoon of white vinegar, and a tablespoon of butter. Here's our beautiful chicken we did in the air fryer, and we're just going to dump that in, and we're going to mix that around. And we're going to get all that amazing flavor all over that chicken. And now we're just going to let it sit a minute and absorb. And this is going to be so good. I took about a 1/4 cup of frozen spinach, and I took a bunch of Greek olives, but you can use any kind of olives you'd like, and I just cut them up roughly, chopped them roughly. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil, and we are going to saute this because this is going to go on top of our ranch Parmesan garlic pizza. So we're just going to give a little twist to this. How good is this going to be? And I'm doing this just to give it a little flavor. because you could put it on without doing this, but you know what? It's going to be a little bland, I would think.
Did you want to put some garlic in there?
Absolutely. Well, actually, yeah, let's do the garlic here. Okay, let me add the garlic to this now. I was going to add it to the ranch, but I'm going to add the Parmesan. I'm going to add some garlic powder, though. I don't want it to burn with the fresh garlic. So I'm going to use a little garlic powder. And those olives are going to give it a lot of salt, too. So that looks good. Good idea on the garlic. And this is all I'm going to do. And this will take, if there's any water in the spinach, it will evaporate. Here's the first half of our dough. I told you I made a double batch. Now you can definitely just buy this dough. They sell them in bags in the refrigerated section of your store, pizza dough. You can make a simple recipe. Just Google super simple recipe for pizza dough, whatever you find easier. I know the dough that's made in the bags is really tasty too, but we just happen to make our own. So Paul's stretching this out, and I have my baking stone heating in the oven right now because I'm going to bake mine on a pizza stone, but you can do it on a greased baking sheet, on a greased pizza pan. Just make sure it is non-stick. Make sure you grease whatever you're using. I'm just going to shut this off because I have my spinach going. And he is going to make us a nice round pizza. A little tip while you're stretching your dough. If you feel like it keeps coming back, stretch it, walk away for about 10 minutes, and then stretch it again. It sometimes needs to just settle down a little bit. So that's just a hint. It sometimes looks like it's kind of shrinking back in on you. So if that happens, walk away for 10 minutes, let the dough sit, and then come back, and I guarantee you it'll be a little bit more pliable. He's now making a little crust around the edges. Let me show you what he did. You can see this. He is my master dough stretcher. I don't have this ability. He's really good at it. There we go. Beautiful. And now we just thought it would be fun, instead of using the traditional tomato sauce, to really mix this up a little bit. That's why we're doing the blue cheese buffalo and the Parmesan ranch. So just a little fun. So my pizza stone has been heating. It's at about 400 for a while. We took the parchment papered lined crust. We're putting that in, and we're going to close the door. And if you notice, there's no toppings on it. I am going to cook it for 8 minutes at 400 with nothing on it. That way our toppings don't burn. Again, you can do this on a cookie sheet. Just make sure it's greased. Whatever's easiest for you. So it cooked for its 8 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of tomato sauce, I told you we're mixing it up, I am putting on some simply dressed ranch dressing. We love this stuff. So I'm going to take, and I am just going to spread this around. Got to make sure we have enough of this though. It's like just substituting tomato sauce instead. This is going to be amazing. I am very excited. It looks so yummy. And the herbs and the spices in this. Now, I'm not going to go crazy with this. Do you think we need more?
No, I don't think so.
You think that's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese.
It's hot, so please, when you're doing this, be careful. It is barking. This pizza stone is like a very, very hot. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, excuse me, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. On my half, which is the Greek, I am going to put some Parmesan, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese.
You can do my half with that.
You want that too?
Yes.
With the blue cheese?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we're going wild here, folks, all right? I just want you to know that. Okay, so there we go. So now we have the Parmesan on top of the ranch. I am now going to take, I'm using my hands, this is my spinach and olives that I sauteed. And we're gonna put that all around there. Beautiful. And then I am going to take Paul's buffalo chicken, and I'm gonna lay that all around here. Spread it out a little. And these, even if the toppings touch, it, you know, the flavors will just marry. They'll be delicious. Okay, and you can put as much as you want, or as little.
I think you missed a spot.
Yeah, I'm sure. There you go. All right, good?
Beautiful.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a little blue cheese.
Just a little bit
Yep.
between them, yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm just going to put that on
Perfect.
there.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to take some mozzarella. Cheese was on sale, so I usually don't buy the shredded, but this was just such a great deal. So we're going to put on a little mozzarella. This is gonna be, oh my gosh. And you want a little cheddar jack too, because why not, right? Let's just do what we're doing here, people.
Let's go crazy.
Yeah, we're living it up. This is gonna be so good. All right, now we got a little bit of everything. And then what I am going to do is just take a little more ranch, and I'm just gonna gently drizzle it on top. Now, do we remember everything? I think so. It's a pretty good loaded pizza, right? There we go. There we go. It's going to go back in the oven for about 10 minutes, and I will check it after. We're going to start on dessert now while we're having our pizza cook. So this, like I told you before, is half the dough. I made a double batch, and this is the other half. So we're going to roll this out, and we are just going to take it from there. So we're going to put it in a rectangle. Roll it into a rectangle if you can, Paul. So Paul rolled it out onto my silicone baking sheet, which is perfect, which is what I want, because I'm just going to lift this and put it right on the cookie tray. So now what they say we're going to do is just, if you would, let's just cut it into, like, I would do it this way, like this way, and then that way. So like they're like this big pieces, like down the middle and then in half. But don't cut it all the way through.
Right, just score it.
Yeah, just score it, because I'm gonna try something different. A little thicker, this way. There you go, thank you. I'm going to try something different. Some recipes said to cut it and put it on the tray, but we want those soft edges. So I'm scoring it so that when it comes out, it will be soft on the edges and not all hard and crispy. So we'll try it. It can't hurt. Okay. Now I took how much butter did I take? A 1/4 cup, and I melted it. And now I am just gonna douse this with butter. I mean, how can this be bad, right? When all else fails, right? Butter, cinnamon, and sugar, and you're good to go. So we're just gonna keep putting that on.
Ooh, look at that, huh?
All right. Are you excited?
Oh yeah, the butter's gonna make it really good.
Okay. I know one of my relatives right now is absolutely cringing, one of my brothers. I don't need to name names, but one of them cannot stand butter. I don't know how anybody could not like butter, but it seems a little unnatural to me, but hey. So here I have about a 1/4 cup of sugar and about a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I am gonna do this all over this. I think I'm gonna sprinkle. Oh my gosh, do you guys see this? Can this, oh my goodness. All right, and like I said, I'm doing it right on the slip mat so I can take it, gotta get those edges. Okay, and now what I'm going to do though, just because I like a little bit of cinnamon extra, is just give a little bit of this too. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, Paul, I'm gonna lift this and you grab the tray, and we are going to place this in the oven for 15 minutes on a 350 oven. How delicious does this look? We cooked it for about 15 minutes more on 400, and it looks amazing. Okay, Paul, you want to do the honors? Okay, it's crisp, but yet it seems kind of fluffy. Oh my goodness, yay! This was such a fun project for Paul and I. We hope that you guys enjoyed this. We are gonna now make that incredible dipping white icing sauce that goes with our cinnamon. They're not twists, they're like cinnamon sticks. Bars. Okay, so we got a tablespoon of melted butter. I'm gonna put a cup of powdered sugar. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of milk, and it says you may need more milk, so we'll leave the milk out. And then I am literally going to put just a drop of vanilla, like a quarter teaspoon of vanilla, just to give it a little bit of taste. Now I'm gonna get my whisk, and let's see what we come up with here. It's definitely wet. Looks like we might need a little more sugar. Let's see.
Yeah, looks good.
I don't know. You think it's a little too thin?
I don't know. Make a ribbon, see what it looks like.
Yeah, let me add just a little bit more sugar. Thicken that up just a little bit. Just a little bit. See how this does. So that would have been about 1.25 cups, I would say. Right? Would you agree?
I think so.
All right. You want to do the taste test? Go ahead. Or you want me to?
Go ahead.
I knew you were going to make me. All right, ready? Awesome. It's the vanilla. Wow. Oh, that's really good, actually. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go check on our cinnamon bars. How yummy does this look? All right, so I'm going to drizzle a little on, but we have to leave some for dipping. So I'm going to do this just to give it a little. Okay, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. And now we have a little extra for dipping. Now we're going to see if this makes a difference. The only problem is I can't see where it is. So I'm going to switch with you, Paul, and you give me the camera and you go ahead and see if we can do, and it is dessert time, and we'll see how this looks. No, not how it looks, how it tastes. It's cutting beautifully. It ended up cooking for about 20 minutes at 350 for us. But I would definitely check it after 15 just to be sure. Don't look at the kitchen behind me. Focus on what's in front of me because we've been cooking and eating and we have just had such a fun day of it. We really have. So don't look behind me. Okay, here it is, dessert. It looks amazing. Can you come in on that? It's got a nice little rise and lots of cinnamon. The bottom is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna taste. I have to add a little extra icing though because you know you can't do it without it. Ready? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's better than the unnamed chain. Oh my goodness. And I am so glad, excuse me, we did not cut it ahead of time because it is super soft all the way around. If you like it crisp, that's fine. We wanted ours a little softer. I can't say enough about it. It is that good. really good. So the icing, everything, what a treat. I won't get takeout again. It is so super easy. This whole meal, I can't get over how easy it was to create what we love to eat going out. But for right now, we're not going out to eat. We're not doing takeout. We're pretty much, you know, staying home, and that's a good thing. And like I said, if you do not have a favorite pizza dough recipe, then buy the bags of pizza dough in the bags in the refrigerated section of your store, because I'm sure they will work just as well. And Google a super easy, just put in easy pizza dough recipe. And I made a double batch, one for the pizza and one for this, winner. And you'll be fine. So I hope you had as much fun as we did today. We really had a good time doing this. The food was yummy. If you can try it, please do. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. It means so much to me, and it helps me on YouTube. It allows my videos to get out. The more comments and thumbs up and views and length of views I have, the more YouTube recognizes it. Now, I pray that you are all well. I pray that you stay well, please. You know we love you. You know we're praying for you. So until my next video, make some takeout at home, delicious, frugal, and you won't be disappointed. Until my next video, I wish you blessings.